Hi, in the today's class you are learning about cascading style sheets types. In the last class you learned about select arts. Coming to the cascading style sheets, CSS stands for cascading style sheets used to design the HTML tags. Why we are going for CSS means in the HTML we are having the drawbacks. The drawbacks, the eliminating purpose, they implemented the CSS. Under the CSS, so many versions will be there. We are learning only the latest. We are not learning about the latest version. We are learning only for the old versions. The first and second versions we are learning according to your syllabus. Now, if you are taking the example under the HTML, what are the drawbacks will be there? How you want to eliminate the drawbacks by using with the help of CSS. If you are taking the simple example, now under the notepad, I am writing the simple program doc type your root element for the HTML root element is a HTML tag, then closing your root element. Under HTML subroot elements will be there, head tag and the body tag will be there. Head tag, then body tag. Under the body tag we are defining the content. Under the body tag I'm taking the attribute background. Background is a attribute. This attribute, it is specifying the some content background. For the background I want to take the image. Maybe we can give the any person image. Now I'm taking the one image. Once go to under E directory. Under E directory, I created the folder CSS. Inside the CSS, I created the today's example. Under the today's example, WinSurf is a image will be there. This image, I want to display the background for the page. Went. Now the entire the URL, I'm copying. Control C. Then under your notepad, when you are typing the source code, for the attribute background for the body tag, now I'm pasting here. Control V. Now when you are saving the file, now I'm saving the file with the help of .html only. We are not using the any CSS under this example. Test sample.html. Test sample.html we are saving under the E. Under CSS folders, today's example we are saving the file. Now if you when you are opening the file test sample, when you are opening with the help of browser, any browser, now we are getting the multiple images under the screen. Multiple images we are getting under the screen. See here, when you are increasing the screen or when you are decreasing the screen, multiple images we are getting. Now this is a drawback under the HTML. For eliminating this drawback, they implemented the cascading style sheets. Now under the cascading style sheets, it is categorized as 3 types. Under the cascading style sheets, cascading style sheet. Actually, what is a cascading? Cascading means it is a inheriting. Style means it can consist. Cascading means it is a inheriting. Inheriting. Then coming to the style means it can consist. Style means it can consist collection of properties. Collection of properties. So many properties will be there under the cascading sheet. Seat means it is an extension of the file. It is an extension of the file .css. If you want to save the CSS files, we are saving with the help of .css. Now, these cascading style sheets we are using inside your HTML. Actually, cascading style sheets, it is categorized 3 types. According to your syllabus, it is categorized 3 types. According to the industry, it is categorized 4 types. Cascading style sheet categories. According to your syllabus, we are having 3. We are having the inline style, or we can call as an inline style sheet. Then we are having internal style sheet. Then third one we are having external style sheet. The order of the style sheets, the first priority they will give for the inline, then internal and the external. Now according to the industry, I said the fourth one is a import style sheet will be there. Now coming to the inline style sheets. For the inline style sheets means, just know the what are the example we are used under the body tag, what are the attribute we are giving, that it will come under the inline style sheet. Coming to the internal style sheet, this internal style sheet we can call as a embedded. It is embedded inside your HTML program. Embedded under your HTML program. That is the purpose they are called as the internal style sheets. Coming to the external style sheet, separate we are writing the CSS file, separate we are writing the properties, then that properties we are inheriting to the HTML file. Then we can call as a external style sheet. Now coming to the example for cascading. Now this is a drawback under your HTML. Now how you want to eliminate means we are eliminating with the help of CSS. Now I want to eliminate the drawback under the HTML by using with the help of CSS. Now we are having the property. With the help of background. Style is an attribute, is a global attribute for your cascading style sheet. Style background repeat, not repeat. Background not repeat. Now we are taking as a style attribute. For the style attribute, we are specifying the property and the value. Style is an attribute. This attribute we are specifying the property and the value. The property name is background. Background repeat. If you are saving the file, Control S. When you are running the file, background not repeat. Background back, background attachment. Background attachment is fixed. So here at actually I given the value not, it is a not is not there the value, it is a no repeat. No repeat. When you are taking the value no repeat, then we are getting the single image. If you are taking as a value as a not repeat value is not there. We are getting the multiple images under the screen. Now yours understanding purpose I am taking some text message. What is HTML5? What is HTML5? This is a HTML file. I am taking the text message. HTML is a markup language. HTML file is a markup language used for the structuring and presenting the content of worldwide. The fifth and the latest version of HTML. Now this content I am writing the multiple times under the text page. Now when we are saving the file, then when you are running, the test sample, open with Chrome. When you are opening, see here we are getting as a under the image we are getting the text message. Under the image we are getting the text messages. Then when you are saving the file, then we are getting multiple. Actually no repeat. Actually it is not save the file, it is no repeat. We are getting the images. Maybe your understanding purpose, I am using the h1 tag. I am using the h1 tag for the text message purpose, where multiple text messages will be there. When you are pressing the F5, your image and the text it is moving. Your image and the text it is moving. Now if you want to eliminate for your image and the text the movement, then we are having the attribute the background attachment will be there. Background attachment is the attribute attachment, CATT, attachment. Background attachment is fixed. I'm fixed contains semicolon. Then when you are moving the image, it is a fix will be there. If you are getting the background position also, if you want to get the center, the image, if you want to get the center, we are having the attribute background position. Background position we are having center. If you want to display the image at the center, we are having the attribute background position center. The image we can get the center. If you are moving the text content also up and down, the image will be in the center. Then if you want to give the alignment, the text alignment from the left side, from the right side where it is not in order, then if you are using the alignment, then we are having text alignment. Text alignment justify. From the both sides, from the left and right, the content we are getting in the format. For eliminating your drawbacks under the HTML, just we observe the 5 to 6 properties under the CSS. With the help of the CSS, we are eliminating the drawbacks under your HTML. Now if you want to go for the example for your external style sheet, style sheet window, or now we are opening the new notepad, doctype HTML, then you are closing the root element, then add, closing the add, then body, then closing the body. Now under the external style sheet, we are writing the separate HTML program, separate we are writing the CSS program. Now this for the linkage purpose, we are giving under the head section. Under the head section, we are having as a link tag. Under the link tag, we are having the relation sheet type we are using as the value, we are using as the style sheet. Then we are having as a reference, H reference, hypertext reference will be there. Under the hypertext reference, we are giving as a path of your CSS, my style.css, my style.css. In the body part, we are writing h1 tag, welcome to external cascading styles sheet. Cascading styles sheet. Just I took only the one tag. We can take the n number of tags. Then in the below closing tag will be there. Now I am saving the file. Control S. When you are saving the file, now I am saving the file ext.html, external cascading style sheet.css. I am saving the file. Now I should write the separate file for your cascading style sheet. Now I am writing the separate file. When you are writing the separate file, directly I am going with the help of body selector. It is an element selector. When you are defining with the help of predefined tags, when you are defining the selector, the body tag is a predefined tag. With the help of the body tag, now we are declaring the selector tag. Under the selector, now we are declaring the declaration. Under the declaration part, it can consist property and the value. Background color. The background color I am giving as blue color. Then closing element selector. Then I am taking the one more for h1. This we can call as a group selector also. When you are declaring the multiple predefined elements under the, when you are defining under the selector, we took the body tag. One more we took the h1 tag. When you are defining the two different predefined tags, then we can call as a, it will come under the group selector. Under the group selector, from the heading, for the h1 heading I am giving as a yellow. Now your understanding purpose I am giving as a red. Then I am saving the file, Control S. Now we are saving the file name. Already we are giving the link under the excss.html mystyle.css. Now we are saving the file. Now if you want to run the program, we can run only for .html. We cannot run the extension as CSS. When you are saving the file, two different files, the type of the file we are getting as a cascading style sheet. Cascading style sheet document. When you are saving the file ext css, it is saving in the HTML document, hypertext markup document. Now we should run the .html file. We cannot run the CSS files. Now we are getting the background we are given as a blue, then the heading we are given as a welcome to external CSS. This is the example for your external CSS. Coming for your internal style sheet, coming to the internal style sheet, when you are taking as a doc type HTML, closing the HTML, then we are taking as a head, then closing the head. Now here we are defining the style. Style is a attribute. That attribute is a global attribute. The global attribute we can declare inside the HTML, we can declare outside the HTML also. Under the header, inside the head section, now I am defining as a style, closing this style. Now I am defining the selector, maybe the element selector. Now I am taking as a h1, then for the heading, color equals to orange, then closing your selector. Now coming to in the body part, I am defining the content. Now I am defining the content Welcome to internal cascading styles sheet. Closing the H1. Closing the H1. Now close the body part. Close the body part. Now when you are saving the file, int css.html. Now when you are running the application, we are getting the orange color. Welcome to internal cascading style sheet. Observe properly difference between external style sheet and internal style sheet. Under the internal style sheet, we are writing the inside only. Inside the HTML program only we are defining. Coming to external, separate we are writing the file. There is a major difference between the internal and external. The last scenario we are having inline style sheet. Inline style sheet. The inline style sheet we can define inside the body part only. We are not declaring as a style in the header part. In the body part only we are defining. Doc type HTML, closing the HTML, then in the body part, inside the body part, or maybe your understanding purpose, I am taking as a body, closing the body, closing the body, then H1 is a tag. Inside the H1 tag, I am defining the properties. Color blue. I am defining the properties color blue, then welcome to inline style sheet. Welcome to inline style sheet. Control S, inline css.html. Now when you are running the application, open with Chrome. See here. The order of the priority for the cascading styles is the first priority we can give that it is an inline. Next we can go for internal, then embedded, then we are having the import cascading style sheets. Actually I given the simple application for based on your topic for this today's class. Thank you. The next class we are learning about JavaScript.